Hello and welcome to the last lab of the semester where we will be interacting with pure water in these water bottles. And as you can see, the whole contents of it is a liquid, but simply with a crack, we can see that the whole entire contents of it start turning into a solid. A little water at the top there, but yeah, it's very slushy. You can keep kind of breaking it up, and it just very much looks like a solid now. So what's pretty fascinating about this is, so we'll take one of these that aren't opened yet, and we're going to start pouring it on this ice to see if anything pretty fascinating happens. Okay, let's try it. So, unfortunately, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. But I can kind of see it inside. That's the only thing. I can only see it condensing on the inside of here. And it's kind of hard to see that. But yeah, you can kind of see the little slushy in there. It's definitely not doing as the video showed. It could be something wrong with the water. But let's just kind of talk about it. So, water without any additives in it, in like pure form, does a very good job at changing itself very quickly because of the heat curve. Yeah, I'm getting water everywhere now. Basically, when the water itself is tampered with and added with additives, it kind of changes its property mostly. But when you have water that's advertised as pure, it's not exactly pure, but when you have it advertised as pure, it can change quickly when added to a surface. So when it's exposed to certain atmospheres, it changes. Um, I don't know if this water is. I tried to figure out which would be the purest water around me to do this experiment, but all I can see is that a big chunk of ice forms in the middle. But we'll try with another one. No need to call the whole thing quits right now. But yeah, if we simply cracked it, you can see that ice has started to form in certain parts of it. Yeah, you can kind of see it poke up to the top right there. But yeah, the very top is it filled with ice. We're gonna open this up again. I think the space is gonna be too much. And we'll see if this one does anything different. I mean, it makes an ice slushy like it was advertised as, but nothing really out of the ordinary of it stacking on top of each other. I believe it would stack on top of each other if the temperature was just right. I did have it in there for 2 hours and 45 minutes, but again, this does seem to be like another failure, which is quite sad because I was very much looking forward to this experiment, and I tried, but all I can really do is form a slushy in the middle of it, but there's still like a liquid content in there. It's not all solid. If this experiment was to be perfect, you would simply flick or cause a change in the inner part of it, and the whole thing would turn to an ice. It's quite fascinating. And again, with the whole putting the water on top of here, it would stack on top of its part. So mostly it's because when the liquid is being added to a cold surface that is probably the same as this. Like maybe that might have been a problem too. It might have been the ice itself. Maybe I think when looking at the video, they had the ice in a more like good manner. I had to just get one giant block of ice for this experiment, so it didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. But you gotta use what you gotta use around here. But yeah, it would turn from a liquid to a solid and be able to stack upon itself, which a liquid can't do that. But when it's slushy kind of in between phase, it would be able to stack on top of itself. I was really hoping this one would work, but that is the final lab experiment for the semester, and maybe I'll try it again in the future. But thank you so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed.